Hello, hi, welcome to What's in the Raid, where we discuss all things Raid Shadow Legends. Feel free to call me C. Today we are looking at the other side of the debuff coin, and that is resistance. So yesterday we learned about accuracy and how that stat helps players to land debuffs on enemy teams. Well, resistance is the stat that applies the brakes on that particular activity. So looking at the abbreviation section one more time, debuff resistance, or just res as people would say, this influences the chance of successfully resisting an enemy champion's debuffs. If you have high res, your opponent will need a lot of accuracy to apply debuffs. It's a little bit like a tug of war where the stronger team typically wins. Now, if you've got someone with 285 AC, as Loki does here, and a resistance of 200, then the advantage will go to accuracy. But if we look at Elva, where that stat is completely flipped on its head, she's got 294 resistance, which is an awful lot of resistance, and 63 accuracy. Now, luckily, she doesn't need accuracy. She highly benefits from the resistance. That is advantage resistance. Now, resistance is a super important stat for your support champion. So I'm not just talking about those who hold this particular designation. Depending on how they are built, can also really benefit your HP champs as well as your defensive champs. It is basically good for anyone who is capable of healing, reviving, cleansing, as well as putting down the odd buff here and there. If you can keep these particular heroes, specifically heroes that cleanse and heal and revive, free of debuffs, free of the negative effects that slow them down or mute them entirely, then they can step in at that really important moment to just rescue the entire team. Now, the one thing I will say is that as far as stats go, it is treated like a little bit of a luxury. It's one of the last things that anyone ever thinks to build. I mean, your HP and your defense, that increases your survivability. If you're an attack champion, you really want attack, you want crit rate, you want damage. Everyone wants speed. And anyone who's got the ability to negatively affect the other team has got accuracy. But wherever you've got gaps, for instance, like Elva, who doesn't need accuracy, if you can get res on your gear anywhere, just pop it on there. It is just an extra layer of survivability on a hero that can come in clutch at that moment that you desperately need them to. As before, if you're looking to stack this particular stat, I highly recommend starting with your gear. Click on filter, go to primary stats, click on res, and you will see that there are chest plates that have resistance as a base stat. Obviously, you get it as a substat as well. Boom, 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 boom. Plenty of items that have got resistance on it as a substat. So just have a look around. There are specific sets that are geared towards resistance. There are also several of these 9-point sets that actually have resistance on them as well. So just same as with accuracy, have a look around and see about the best ways that you can stack it. If your hero has a gap that you need to fill it with resistance. Another really good place where you can stack some resistance is to go into the item, upgraded, enchanted, and you will see a little resistance glyph over there. Now, as I say, this is a luxury stat. It is a very good luxury stat, but luxury nonetheless. So make sure that you hit your HP, your defense, and your speed and your accuracy targets first on any of these support champs before you start stacking enemy resistance. But if you can get it, that would be nice. Another place where you can stack resistance, the Great Hall is absolutely fantastic for it. You can apply it to all of the affinity bonuses, area bonuses, also have it included over here. And again, in the Guardian Ring, under Faction Guardians, you will also be able to apply it over there. Once again, thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure having you. Stay safe out there. Happy raiding, and bye.